What's up, y'all? Mr. Imagination here. In today's video, I'm going to play with my Hot Toys Crait Luke Skywalker. Alrighty, so here we have Luke Skywalker from Crait from The Last Jedi. Here's the front of the box, which looks pretty awesome. And here we have the back of the box with the art looking pretty sweet. The lightsaber ignited. Figure looks very detailed. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's the inside cover art, which looks pretty dope. Again, just looking at the image, it's very well detailed. So let's go ahead and remove this. And there you see Luke Skywalker in the package. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this to give you a better look at all the accessories that he comes with. Alright, so here's what all he comes with. You got the figure, of course. The other hand holding the lightsaber. That one, I believe, is the one where you can light up the lightsaber if you wanted to. Over here you have his regular lightsaber that does not light up. All of his extra hands, extra joints in case you break, or in case I break any of the pegs. Extra gloved hands for different poses. His base underneath them, and near the top you see the dice that he kind of takes from the Falcon and gives to Leia. Well, a forced projection of the dice anyway. And some batteries at the bottom to install. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to do that, but let's get them out of the box, kind of mess around with them, check out the articulation and everything. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have Luke out of the clamshell, and this figure looks awesome. Definitely love the cloth goods. I have him wearing the hood. There is a little bit of wire in there so you can kind of adjust how the hood looks. And his cloak down here at the bottom, there's some wires too, so you can kind of put that in some kind of a pose. There isn't one here or on the back, but being able to adjust this part would be kind of cool. The detail and the figure is just, I'm really happy with this figure. The detail on his cloak, the look of Mark Hamill's face. I think they got a really good likeness on there. So I'm just gonna test out some of the articulation. Definitely gonna play around with this, and have to adjust the cloak and other cloth goods, of his tunic and undershirt. Let's remove the hood here, and has a pretty good articulation on the head, but he can only, let's see, only look up about that much and down about that much. But yeah, definitely full rotation on the head and on the legs. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And his leg seems to go up only about that much, and there is a ratchet in the knee, so his knee can bend about that much. He does have some ab crunch, so he can kind of bend down that much. He can, good tilt back. So yeah, I'm going to swap out some of the hands and have him holding his lightsaber, and put him in a couple different poses, so stay tuned. Alright, so here I have Luke just dusting off his shoulder in that one scene when all the walkers were blasting at him. Again, they were blasting at his force projection, although we didn't know it until later. But it was still a pretty funny scene where it's just kind of like, is that all you got? So now I'm going to take the lightsaber, which the detail on this is pretty awesome. I don't know if this comes apart to put in his hand easier. I don't really feel any give. I was wondering because of that line right there, but there doesn't seem to be any give, so I'm not gonna try and force it. So I'll just plug the lightsaber back in, or the blade back into the hilt. So yeah, this lightsaber looks pretty dope. I truly dig it. Alright, so let's try and get this in his hand. So the only thing that I'm not too thrilled about the hand that he holds the lightsaber is just this hand is stuck in this position where he's kind of flexed his wrist more like this instead of just having it straight. This hand here, the one that you plug the batteries into, this one, when you put the blade in, it lights up, But if you see, this one's pretty straight. There's no real articulation, to this. Probably because of all the wiring and stuff. But yeah, it would have been nice if this hand was a little more straight like that. But that's okay. And let's see if we can get his lightsaber in his hand. I'll be right back in just a moment. Alright, so there we got the lightsaber in his hand. And let's see. What kind of pose do I want to put him in for right now? Let's see, maybe we'll do the kind of a similar pose like Obi's stance. So let's see. If we can get him to where he doesn't fall. Excuse me. So there we have Luke in this pose. That lightsaber's, the blade is really long, but this pose looks fairly good. Let's go around. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with a few more poses, figure out which one that I want to put on my Detolf, and I'll be back here in a little while and I'll show you the pose that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna see if it works in my Detolf. So I'll be back here in a few moments. Okay, so I think this is the pose that I'm going to use when I put Luke in the Detolf with some of the other figures that I have in there. I'll add that picture at the end of the video, but one thing I kind of forgot to mention was I definitely like the design of Luke's outfit, this one, where the cloak, when he takes it off, the hood is actually part of his tunic, and I really like that design. It's definitely an update compared to how the other Jedi from their prequels to the original trilogy looked. But I'm really happy that I was able to get this Hot Toy Luke Skywalker Crait from Cincy Nerd. Really happy with it. I'm going to enjoy this for a long while, and hopefully you guys enjoyed me just kind of somewhat messing around with Luke a little bit, going over just showing some of his articulation and all of his accessories. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and collect what you like. Be awesome to one another. And until the next video, enough said.